PhD in Soil Science from IIT Kharagpur. Professor Mosin started his teaching career in 1971 and has served as soil physicist, as university professor, as head Soil and Water Management Department, and since the last 12 years as Dean, Faculty of Agriculture at Birsa Agricultural University. He is also the Director Research of the Birsa Agricultural University. For about 10 months, he served as Director, Soil Science and Applied Research Division in SCADA, Patna, and joined back the university as officiating Vice Chancellor of Birsa Agricultural College for 2 months. Professor Mosin has authored a book on soil physics research in Bihar and edited several publications, including a book on acid soil management. He has more than 50 research papers to his credit, guided more than 15 postgraduate students, and has presented several research papers in national and international symposium. He visited the USA in 1971, UK in 1988, and Thailand in 1991 as participant in international workshops and conferences. He is a member of the ODI Research and Administration and the International Institute of Management of Irrigation Networks. He is the consultant and technical coordinator of ODI and HFC, now ODI and CRIPCO, rain-fed farming projects, and of various other organizations of the country. मैं आपसे अनुरोध करूंगी कि आप जोरदार तालियों से मुख्य अतिथि का Now I request Professor Mosi
Sri G. Shankar, Sri S. Tiwari, Ms. Rowena Singh, distinguished guests, outgoing students, press and television, ladies and gentlemen. I deem it an honor to be present here on the auspicious occasion of the Dikshant Utsav of this prestigious institute, NIIT, Ranchi Center, which has gained remarkable popularity and credibility in such a short time of 6 years, I was informed. Having been trained at this institute, you, students and certificate holders, can call yourself alumni, or as we used to call IITians, you call yourself NIITians, of one among the chain of institutes situated at over 120 locations within and even outside India in countries like USA, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, and Indonesia. For my address, I have selected a topic: scientific, technological, and social development of the country led to the development of various libraries, documentation and information centers, systems, and networks. Of late, in the field of agriculture, information is being considered as vital resource of crop production, along with the conventional factors, namely, as you know, land, labor, capital, and organization. Now, I shall discuss this at a little later stage in my address. The information resource may be institution-based or document-based, such as libraries, documentation, information centers, etc., or it could be informal, non-document based, such as oral literature, folk tales, poetry, songs, etc., which pass orally through generations. The indigenous knowledge is transmitted through the informal channels of communication. Documentation and preservation of such oral literature, songs, etc., is lately being done. While public, academic, and special libraries and documentation centers like Indian National Scientific Documentation Center, that is everybody knows that is in stock, is established in 1952, and National Social Science Documentation Center, that is NASDOC, and many others have been established as formal information centers. The need of integrating these systems was felt about 25 years ago, and the National Information System for Science and Technology, that is NIST, was established. Later in 1976, a high priority plan project called the National Information Center, NIC, under the Electronic Commission, Department of Electronics, was launched. NIC has long-term objective of establishing a system for the provision of information to government, ministries and offices to assist them in making decisions relating to India's economic and social development planning and program implementation in the country. In 1988, NIC was transferred to the Planning Commission in order to introduce information technology tools for informatics development in government using satellite-based communication, computer communication network, that is what is known as NICNet. Facilities have been developed even at district, which is called DISNIC level. The NICNet facilitates, number one, monitoring of vital socio-economic projects, online retrieval of data, optimal utilization of expensive computer resources, emergency communication systems, sharing latest software tools, dissemination of information and exchange of message and information between central government, state government and districts. India lives in villages, as you know. The socio-economic condition of more than 600,000 villagers is far from satisfactory. Specific programs for rural development have been formulated in the 7th Five-Year Plan, laying emphasis on decentralized plan unit area. Now, soil resources, climate, socio-economic levels, district problems are so varied that for each place a strong database on all parameters needed for planning is essential. Therefore, this net, in combination with what is known as GIS or Geographical Information System, software tools, and with the use of data generated using satellite-based remote sensing technology, can only provide suitable and adequate data for realistic planning at the grassroots level. This is particularly essential for wasteland development and much talked about watershed development planning. With the perfection of GRID, that is the grassroots level informatics development program at block level, the rural development planning is expected to reach near perfection. Networking through satellites in INSAT system concept, especially through INSAT 2C, to be launched, as you know, within a fortnight from now, offering wider coverage at 93.5 degrees, and VSAT, that is very small aperture terminal, one unit installed only a couple of days ago in our university, Birsa Agriculture University campus. Farmers of the region can be supplied with medium range forecast in the form of weather bulletins. In the implementation phase, proper monitoring and evaluation can be done only with the help of TestNet and GRID. Now, IIT in agriculture, about which I referred previously. In the field of agriculture, without having access to information, nothing can be done. Agricultural production depends very much on the availability of current information regarding the source of availability of finance and input, technology of cultivation, processing, preservation, marketing, etc., etc. Studies reveal that rural agriculturist gets information mostly from non-institutional, informal sources like fellow professionals, friends, neighbors, and relatives, and only partly from agricultural officers. On the other hand, enormous information, scientific, technical, commercial, and educative, are generated and are available in the country, which have immense utility for agricultural development. There is the need to carry this wealth of information to the doors of the masses in a way and form understandable to them. Also, since in agriculture, timeliness of operation is vital, proper information to be transmitted at appropriate times. The role of information transmission technology becomes vital. The great scientist and thinker, you must all be knowing his name, Dr. M.S. Swaminathan, conceived the idea of what he called information village, which envisages to establish a system capable of disseminating useful information tailored to the need of people at grassroots level, with the ultimate objective of enhancing productivity, profitability, and sustainability of the farming system and quality of life in the village. Information village is to act as a bridge between the resource centers located at cities and towns and rural population in the village level, reaching the unreached with new technologies. The interactive multimedia IMM system, which could provide a diagnostic tool